Again, I'm gonna go back to that whole full bathroom. Who's taking a shower over there? This house is not Tamika approved. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jonathan Montgomery. I'm out here in Bethesda checking out some houses. This is a really interesting neighborhood. We got a lot of these houses have been redeveloped. What's up, man? The guys are working on one right here. What's going on, man? So you can see they over here doing some work on this little house here. Check out this crib right here. I mean, a lot of new development. Got this one here behind me, and every house is custom. So you don't have, you got private builders, developers, contractors. They've gone through this community already, and it's funny because you have to expect this after a while. A lot of these communities, the older houses are being torn down. The one that we saw where the guys are working, I'm surprised that one's still standing. What's up? Some young dudes over here. They're like, he's making a video. Look at this house. So the house we're gonna look at, look at this whole block. You see all these bigger houses being redeveloped rather. So we're gonna go check out this crib. I gotta get to it. I just been strolling through the neighborhood. I gotta get to the house. Oh, I like that one. I like that glass that they put on the porch. You can't even see it. Basically, it doesn't have railing, it just has glass. The house that we're gonna look at today, it hasn't been on the market that long. I apologize for all the noise. The guys are working around here, but it hadn't been on the market that long, and I'm excited to see this one. I think it's gonna be pretty cool from what I saw. I'm curious about it, all right? So here it is behind me right here, this beauty. So let me go ahead and open up the front door. I'm gonna find the lock and key, get on in there. I already made the appointment, so the agent knows I'm coming through, or at least he should know. A lot of times these people don't pay attention to their notifications. Then they call me later and they're like, yo, did you go look at this? Or yada, yada, yada. I don't know. Anyway, hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tamika's gonna be making a visit pretty soon. I know it, because you guys are subbing. I appreciate the love. But let's check out this house. Okay, so here's the crib right here. Beautiful. I like the front elevation. This is a really cool. So you're gonna walk in. We gotta go up some stairs. Of course, when you go in, most people are gonna just drive in through that garage down there. But, I like this. Got this front porch area. We got the cool porch lights. And it's really cool. I like this because I feel like I have a view, even though there's not really a view, but, I'm not just straight at ground level. So I opened the front door. Now, you guys know, if you watch my channel, that my wife, she likes things a certain kind of way when you walk in. I like this door, by the way. This is really cool. And that is that she does not like walking right into the living area. But guess what? Here we are. It's already this house is not Tamika approved. I'm gonna turn on all the lights if I can. And that's basically because right when you walk in, you have no entry, no foyer or anything like that. So I'm just right here. I'm gonna take off my shoes so I can walk around. Hey, but I like the house. It doesn't, I'm just keeping it real. Okay, so we have this living area here. And, oh, this is nice. Okay, so if we wanted to, we can like open up this door and just have, I wonder if that is supposed to be, am I missing something here? Nope, I'm not. Okay, I thought this was gonna be a big double door. So that one would open over there and then this one would open here. But it's just, we have a single sliding door, which isn't bad. Nobody's gonna lose any sleep over that. It's really cool. But we have this nice open living area here. And back over here, looks like we have an office. Let me see if I can find the light. Okay. All right, small little office. I can see somebody using this as a bedroom. You know that's what's gonna happen. But it's tiny. So if it is a bedroom, it's a small bedroom. But you do have a closet here. Yeah, this is probably definitely more suitable as an office. Well, that's pretty cool. All right. We gotta check out this powder room over here. See what they got going on. Okay. All right, I like this. I like that tile. That's cool. That is a ceramic, by the way, and it has that groove in it. And the color is real subtle. Got our drawers, cabinets rather. And this is not just a powder room. It's a full shower. Okay. And yes, I think we need a full shower right off of the living room. In this big old house. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Why? Why do we need a full shower right there? Is this a closet? Okay, yeah, so this is a closet. Yeah, okay. Full shower. So we're gonna be walking all through the house. Yeah, I have asked a lot of people about that, and most people I agree that we don't need a full shower in an area where you gotta walk through the entire house just to get to it, okay? But let's check out this kitchen, because this is pretty cool. I like this kitchen. Let me see if I can figure out the lights. Okay, I'll figure that out. Nice big old island. You know you're gonna have people hanging out. And of course, I'm gonna end up with one of these waters. Okay, so we have the microwave situation. Microwave and stove combination. And those are two separate appliances. They are not two separate appliances. This is one appliance. It's a combination. I like these cabinets. This is pretty cool because they're kind of, I don't know, subtle. They're sleek. So it looks like the wall is just flush. You don't have a whole lot of ornamentation on the cabinets. So it gives a nice clean look. We've got our dishwasher here. Okay. And this hood is nice. I like that. And we can make some food here. Oh yeah. And then we got the little small oven there. Man, I feel like cooking, boy. I tell you what. All right, let's check out this fridge. Oh yeah, this is good. Okay, so they left a couple bottles for whoever buys the house. Oh no, someone's been drinking. They drank up the Prosecco. Hey, I know they have an open house coming up pretty soon, but they're supposed to leave that for the open house. Yeah, this is a pretty cool kitchen. What do you guys think about this? Wait, let me see if I can turn on these lights. I cannot figure out those globes there. All right. Nice open space. You walk right on in and you are in it, okay? And so, again, I'm gonna go back to that whole full bathroom. Who's taking a shower over there? Y'all let me know in the comments. Do you like that? I don't know. Here we have our dining area. And I'm just not figuring out these lights today. I don't know what it is. What is happening? This is pretty cool. I wanted to see how those look when they're lit up. This is a nice size open space so that if you have a larger table, you can certainly, fit that in here. And then we have our main living area with this cool fireplace. This is sweet. Wow, I like how they have the stone. It was cut symmetrically, so now we have mirroring sides there. That's cool how they did that. That was some good workmanship. And of course it's all set up so that you can put your TV there if you wanted to. All right, not too bad. Okay, let's check out. Now this is interesting. We have, this is just a window. Okay, it doesn't really do anything. It's just a window. I thought that it was gonna be a sliding door, and I was wondering why it's frosted, but they decided to make that a window. All right, we're gonna go out here. And here's the backyard. Pretty simple. Not very large. You don't have a whole lot of yard work to do. This is the back of the house and our patio area. So what do you guys think about this yard? It's not big, that's for sure. Probably was larger. Man, look at those trees. Wow. Okay. So, they probably had a lot more yard until they built this big house on it. They took up some of the yard space. So I don't know if that's gonna make it more difficult to sell this house or not. But like I said, it has not been on the market that long, at least from what I originally remember looking at. Check out these, I like these stairs, these are cool. All right, let's see. We're gonna go this way. We'll start with the smaller bedrooms first. All right. This house is well staged, by the way. This is all staged, and they did a good job. Okay. And that's our shower for this bathroom here. Got the ensuite. So that bedroom has its own bath. And then we go over here. All right. So yeah, okay, I was like, that's a little weird, but it's not that weird. I was just confused. So we got closets here. All right, this is pretty nice. I wonder if it goes all the way through. Nope, there's a wall there. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Check out the bunny rabbit. And this one has its own bathroom. All right. First I thought there was gonna be a Jack and Jill bath, but it's nice. Got the shower, got the tile. They did a really good job. I like how they gave you something different with the tile, but it was still somewhat neutral. So, you're not gonna turn off a lot of buyers. And then we have this bedroom with the TP. Wow, talk about seeing your neighbors. I am right up on them. Goodness gracious. Okay. I don't know if y'all saw that. Anyway, and then this bedroom has its own bathroom as well. Again, a different tile. Nothing, it wasn't bland, not just plain white, but still somewhat neutral. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, so we have our washroom here, or laundry room rather. All right, pretty cool. Got the sink over here. It's well done. They put some cabinetry up there. That's pretty cool. And this looks like the main bedroom. All right, where do we start? Got our closets here. I think this would be my closet. Yeah, this will work for me. I could do this. Oh no, you got all these shoes. It might be. Let's see what they have over here. Okay, yeah, so they're the same. It's not bad. We throw a chandelier up there for Tamika. That'd make it really cool. Yeah, I like this. Okay, yeah, come out here, hang out on the balcony. Okay, now we really got a view. Okay, this is cool. Everybody's house is custom over here. No cookie cutter. You gotta like that. And it's a quiet street too. All right. Oh yeah, this is nice. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, I guess it's not a big deal. So you got this big window here, but interesting, let me see. I would imagine you probably still have quite a bit of privacy. I mean, some people are gonna, if they're walking by, they might be able to get, the angle's a little weird. Now that house right there, you guys can't see it, but they might be able to see you if they're really trying to, because you can see where, right there, those are their windows. So yeah, there might be a privacy issue when you're taking a bath right here. I'm pretty sure most of y'all will agree with me. And you're gonna have some work trying to put up some kind of window covering because this is stone. And so then you're gonna have to drill through that or figure out some way to secure a window covering on there. So it can be done. I mean, you have this wood, so the covering could go on the inside of the trim. But overall, I'm thinking about, I think it looks cool, but I do wonder if people are concerned with privacy, And we still have this, we have the whole bath here, so. Got that. And we have this big old shower where we have the main rainfall right there in the middle. And let's see, should I try it, y'all? Should I try it? I have no idea what's gonna happen. All right, because I'm not trying to get my feet wet. Okay, that's gonna make that, come on. Oh no, I'm not trying to mess with this. I got buttons and controls and, man, I don't know. Wait, we gotta see if I can turn it on. I hear something. There we go, yeah. All right, okay. All right, let me do this before I have no way to get out of here without getting my socks all wet. This is cool, I can get with this. All right. I like it. Okay, I think I saw another level when we were walking in the hallway. Okay, let's see what's upstairs. Oh, okay, we got one of these. Rooftop with the pop-up door. All right, let me see if I can figure this out. So I gotta do this latch here. That was easy. And then for viewing ease. Push the white bar to open. Oh, so I just got to push it. Yeah, it's not bad. The hydraulic helps. Oh yeah, this is cool. Here we go. I think that's a cockpit door or something like that. All right. Yeah, so we just hanging. We just chilling out here. Okay. Have your little party out here. Yep. I don't know, would you want everybody coming all the way up here to hang out? Or, yeah, of course you would. Just have a rooftop party. Everybody sit out. It's not too big. I think it's probably about 15 by 15 here. That's my guess. in terms of the size. All right, let's go back down. Okay, so let me figure out how to close this door. All right, yeah, oh, this is easy. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna bump my head though. All right, let me lock it. Okay, that's pretty cool. So let me go ahead and find the basement so we can check out the rest of the house. Okay, so what do y'all think about this house so far? Woo, almost fell. Oh man. Okay, here's the basement. Okay, this is not too bad. And all right, so this is the main area. Okay. And it looks like we have a little workout room that I can't find the light for. Is it out here? Let me see. Oh yeah, here it is. I walked right by it. Okay, not too bad. Get our exercise in. Got a closet here for your equipment. Yeah. And got a little bar area, beverage cooler. And we have another bathroom. All right. Again, they went with a neutral tile, large tiles. I don't know if you guys can see that. I mean, these are big. The grout lines, you don't have that many. That's pretty sweet. You know, people are gonna come down here, they're gonna really enjoy their bathrooms because each one of them is like a little spa. And then we have our bedroom here. I get the sense that this basement was probably, and I could be wrong, but probably the basement from the original house. That they didn't make it larger because it's not very big in terms of the footprint. And then here is where we have our mud room over here. Oh, we got a mechanical room. Of course, you got your sump pump. Gotta have a sump pump. And it said, do not lock this door. And of course, it's locked. And then we have our garage with the floor. It's nice. Oh, wow, you can still smell it too. Strong. Okay, so what do you guys think of this home? It has a lot going for it, I think. But anyway, let me go find a spot in the kitchen. That way we can discuss the numbers. Okay, y'all, so what do you think? It's a pretty cool house. I think it's well built. Obviously, you know, from what I can tell, I'm just doing an eyeball. I'm not a big fan of walking right into the entry. And I'm not saying that just because that's just what my wife likes. But I have to admit that I felt like I was almost in the kitchen and right in the living room when I walked in. And personally, that's just not a good, that's not a good feel for me. And I thought it was a waste of time to put a full bathroom on the main floor because you have full bathrooms everywhere else in the house. Everybody's bedroom has a bathroom. So why do we need to have an entire shower, in this area that's likely not gonna be used? Of course, somebody's gonna say, yeah, you could have it. Somebody might use it. Of course, somebody might they might use it. But the likelihood is that you don't need to. They could have easily just put a powder room there and, hooked it up, do whatever, make it real fancy. And that's all that would need to be done for that bathroom. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it. But they are asking $2.695 for this house, $2,695,000. It's estimated at about 4,025 square feet, and it was just recently built. It has an additional 1,420 square feet in the basement. So all total, we have 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. Something doesn't add up. Because we should have 7 bathrooms. I don't know, I missed something. Because every bedroom had its own bathroom, unless I'm, just not remembering correctly. But who knows? Anyway, they said 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms on this house. And it has been on the market for 30 days. So it's not that long. So I just want to know, what do you guys think? I think it's a great house, all things considered. Even with that whole entryway and the whole bathroom thing, I thought that was a waste, but it doesn't take away from the entire house. But what do you guys think? I want to know your opinion. Leave a comment, just drop one for me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'm trying to get Tamika on here. She said when we get to 20,000, she's gonna show up. And anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But I will see you guys at the next house. Peace.